It says we live. Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
All right, let's pull this up. Find the page for me, Baba Kushai.
I got you. Just waiting for the notification. See.
Find the page.
All right, we good.
All right, we in there?
Yep.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah.
Thing to get infusion and cash down the road. You know, politicians can talk about it, but the problem is that every day they're burning time that small business owners don't have to play with.
As tens of Americans, millions of Americans lose their jobs and their businesses, one thing's become very clear. Something needs to change. The economic inequality in our society have only increased since the pandemic began. With so many people struggling to make ends meet, there need to be serious conversations about the best solutions for helping people move forward. And one of the things we've discussed on this show, universal basic income, a guaranteed income, is one way for us to not only close the gap of inequality, but also make sure that people can weather the storm until the storm ends. Now, UBI, as it's called, is controversial. Political leaders like Nancy Pelosi, Kamala Harris, Bernie Sanders, and Ed Markey have come out in support of similar plans during this pandemic. Now, a new survey showed that, in fact, 76% of all Americans, both Democrats and Republicans, support a guaranteed income. There have been attempts in the past to test out what happens if Americans are given a no-strings-attached income. The most recent, the Magnolia Mothers Trust, has been giving $1,000 payments to 15 low-income African-American mothers, allowing them to have some flexibility as they attempt to survive the pandemic. With me now is Aisha Nyandoro, the CEO of Springboard to Opportunities, which runs the Magnolia Mothers Trust Initiative. Aisha, good to see you again. Thank you so much for joining us. You and I talked about this some time ago, in which there was an experiment in which these mothers were given this money on a no-strings-attached basis. To a lot of people, that goes against what they think work and money should be about. Tell me why it works and what you've seen as a result.
Yeah, no, thank you. And thank you so much for having me here to have this really important conversation. And what it is that we're seeing that cash does, it really does allow you the opportunity to have breathing room and to show up and not worry about your day-to-day existence because you know that your basic needs are taken care of. We did our first iteration of the Magnolia Mothers Trust where we ended our pilot in December of 2019, where those 20 families demonstrated that 100% of them indicated that their basic needs were met, that they were now optimistic about their future, that they were able to plan and had less stress. And prior to COVID-19 really having the impact that we're seeing that it has now, or will have long term, we did the lottery in the iteration of the next demonstration. So now 80 women, 80 families are receiving $1,000 a month for 12 months with no strings attached. And already we are seeing the benefit that this is having on their lives and their livelihood and their families.
All right, shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, GMS Charlotte. All right, GMS Carolinas, GMS Charlotte, GMS South Carolina, back at you with another live camp through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, before we get started in this lesson, we want to say, Call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekak Wadash. All right, double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Double salutation to our Yuakim out there laboring. The house of David is pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers.
Shalom.
All right. So, hey, man, we just want to get into it. Okay. Pastor Hard, he did a lesson going into the universal basic income. Just wanted to get some responses out of brothers. So we just going in the spirit, various topics. A lot of things is happening because right now, this so-called universal income is going to basically lull Jake back to sleep. Okay. Because, hey, the scriptures tell us that, a gift destroyeth the heart. We're going to hold that on deck, too. Yep. Because this money that they issuing out, where is this shit coming from?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And we know that this thing is going to lead to hyperinflation and eventually to crash this economy, man. Yep. Okay, so Jake is being set up for the okie doke, man. You see that? So, we just want to edify in this lesson because ultimately, all right, this is grooming Jake to take that microchip, man, because, as the scriptures tell you, matter of fact, get Isaiah, the one about, trusted in Egypt, man, because right now, You got Jake getting killed in the streets.
Right.
All right. You got, the scriptures say who shall rouse him up. Okay, so Jake is getting riled up with that. You got this COVID-19. You got the national COVID-19 tracking system, forced removed from homes. Right. Okay, so there's a lot of things that's being thrown at Jake, man. All right, but like I said, we just gonna edify, go in the spirit. But give me that scripture, bro.
Isaiah 30:1.
Come on.
Woe to the rebellious children, say of the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
Come on.
And that cover what they covering, but not of my spirit.
Right, and really that's getting into this to this system, man. All right. Jake takes comfort and trust into the system. Go ahead.
That they may add sin to sin.
Uh-huh.
That go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Right, because right now Jake is trusting in his stimulus check. They're trusting in ultimately this proposal of basically giving Jake what $2,000 a month for, but what she said with no strings attached.
Right. So-called.
Well, so-called. But we all know that Esau always has strings attached, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right, because ultimately that's going to be a snare for Jake to take the microchip, man.
Right.
Okay.
And then I just go to show you that you niggas is dumb because y'all, if y'all would have noticed what happened to y'all during the whole government shutdown, how Esau ain't do nothing to provide for you then, so what makes now any different, man? Esau has never really done anything for you to benefit you. So why when you hear about him giving you some so-called free money, you jump at it, man. Like the brother said, man, you could buy a nigga cheap, man.
Yeah, come on. Buy a nigga real cheap, man.
Right.
All right. You have something out?
I got a quick one.
Come on, you finish that off.
No, you go.
This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lead Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, we already see what Esau is doing, man. We understand that Esau, he's not just gonna give out no free money, just to be giving it out, man. And plus, isn't America supposed to be like $400 trillion or $200 trillion in debt? So like Elder Aisha was saying, man, where are they getting this money from, man?
Right.
And obviously they're setting up a snare, man, to trap you niggas up, man.
Right. Because when they signed that stimulus package to give you that little $1,200, that money came out of nowhere, man. So you gotta just imagine, all right, they're pulling money out of thin air like that for that. They're talking about $2,000 a month. Like I said, where is this money coming from, man? Because the economy is already stripped to the bare minimum as it is, man. You got all these small businesses struggling to reopen and maintain their relevance, man. You got big businesses that's pretty much fighting for relevance, man. Walmart, Amazon, big businesses is pretty much overtaking all these small businesses, man. So, like I said, the economy is pretty much like a boxing match. They're trying to figure out who's going to come out on top, man. So how are you expecting with all this money that they're talking about throwing out? How do you expect all this to regulate the economy, man? Because I seen something on Medium where pretty much said the opening back of the economy is a death sentence, man. Because America's finished, man. There's really nothing they can do to bring this place back, man.
Ain't no hill in Babylon.
Hey, I was about to grab it.
You had that?
Well, I can grab it.
Pull it real quick, man. Because Jake, man, as we were reading, matter of fact, finish that out real quick and then get that.
Back in Isaiah 30:2, it says that go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen himself in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
All right, and you would think that all of this stuff that's going on, Jake would consider the scriptures, would come back to the Lord and try to figure out what's going on. But Jake is constantly distracted.
Right.
Jake mind is gone. 2/3 of our people are gone, man.
Right.
You see?
Right. Because in the midst of coronavirus, man, niggas all scary and shit. What the hell they got to look forward to outlet the pain? You got fucking Tekashi Snitch Nine out here with his little BS hype, man. Niggas is looking for any outlet to try to think of get out of the way of discomfort, man. But look, the Lord is making you sit down and look at it, man.
Yeah. Right. Hey, America is closed, man.
That's it.
That's it.
That's why the Lord said, I will grow to you rebellious children, talking to Israel first and foremost, man. To the rebellious children that's taking counsel, not of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, because 2/3 of our people are what? Taking counsel of America, man. All right? They're going down to, as scripture say, going down to the Pharaoh, and they trusting in the Pharaoh, man. They trusting in this society. That's why you got 2/3 of our people, what? Saying, let's get the economy back started, get it back normal, man. But the Lord said, whoa, man. That word, whoa, of course, is death and destruction, man. 2/3 of our people, why the hell are we trusting in our damn enemy Esau, man? You know what I'm saying? Jake not considering that. Like no strings attached. That's all Jake gonna hear. No strings attached. I ain't got to pay this money back. Let's get this money, man. Let's run this bag up, man. And
lay back on what you said, there was a report that came out that said that the government pretty much is asking some people to refund their stimulus package check, man.
Right.
So they let you know, like, yo, don't listen to these niggas, man. They talking about little strings attached, man. That's not true.
Scripture say never trust thy enemy, man. Never. You know, but Jay gonna find that out. Go ahead, Al.
Finishing out verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Right, because Jay, you gonna find that out when they finally crash this economy. All right, they're already talking about now that due to COVID-19, the money is too dirty. All right, that's the narrative that they're pushing. All right, so eventually, that's what's going to be pushed to say, all right, we got to get rid of cash and bring in the new digital currency. All right, which we all know the ones that's in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, that's the mark of the beast that they're going to roll out, man.
Come on, now.
Okay. Put it in on that. What was that? Bill they trying to HR 666. Come on, man. Yeah. They tell you to your face, man.
Con. Any more in there?
That's it.
Con, give me that out.
All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 51. And I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed.
Right. And you see, and that's heavy too. It said Babylon is suddenly fallen. What happened in January 2020, man?
Oh, man.
Hey, COVID-19. You had Kobe get put to death.
Right.
You know, hey, 2020, like we said, 2020 has been whooping ass, man.
You got the murder horn in the south.
Yeah, the Most High is cold. Go ahead.
Right.
The 5G come.
Then you got the West Nile virus.
Come on, man.
Now hitting America, man.
And the Most High not playing with this place, man.
This
Go ahead.
Real out here, man.
That's some plagues, man. Jeremiah 51 and 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed.
Yep.
It says, how for her? Take balm for her pain.
Right, and balm going back to a healing ointment, man.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Like a Band-Aid.
Yeah, so to speak. Go ahead.
It says, take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed.
Right, and that's why they're issuing out these stimulus packages.
Right.
They're telling you, like, hey, because basically this is a form of reparation. All right, we're going to give Americans that make less than $100,000 a year a $2,000 amount check each month.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that go to show you that, yo, like you said, these Edomites are lowering you people to sleep, man, because they know the mindset of a nigga. A nigga gonna look at, I'm getting $2,000 a month.
They know.
I'm not gonna work no more. You know, I'm gonna sit at home and collect this money, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how you got these nigga women out here with these damn welfare checks, man. You know?
That's why that video that you was playing earlier, when the live stream was just kicking off. That's why they was mainly talking about so-called African Americans. If anybody was paying attention to the video, man, because they already know that you niggas, they got you niggas, man. All they gotta do, and like Elder Apostle Torah always say, man, you can buy a nigga cheap, man. So all they gotta do is throw a couple of dollars at y'all niggas, man. And, hey, that's a wrap, man. You know,
because like we brought out before, man, when Esau first gave y'all people that stimulus check, man, you had all these Jake coming online, going on Wallstar, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, speaking out against how this 5G coronavirus thing, speaking about all that, but then as soon as they get them checks out, hey, nigga, shut up, man. You ain't hear no videos about nothing no more, man. That's all it takes to shut somebody up is to pay them out, man.
Man.
Pay them off, man. It's like,
all right, Jeremiah 51 verse 9. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky.
Right, so this is the time of the judgment of Yahweh Shem El Shah upon Babylon, man, a.k.a. America, man. All right?
Everybody else can see the right on the wall, but you Americans. Mainly you niggas. You 2/3, man. Because these other nations, they see that. There's no bringing back this economy. So they're getting the money they can out of this place and doing what? Sending it back to their own countries.
Give me that Habakkuk real quick. You had that Habakkuk, the second chapter, verse 6. We'll get that next too.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increased that which is not his? How long? And to him that laden himself with thick clay.
Right, that thick clay, going back to that extreme amount of debt that America is in, man. Like the brother said, it was about, I think it's like 200 trillion plus.
Trillion.
You know, and Esau's a liar, man. It could be more than that, man.
It is what they say. It is more.
You see what I'm saying? So, like we said earlier, how the hell are they just pulling this money out of thin air and paying you people like this, man?
That's gonna cause inflation.
Come on, hey, man, you see that? Look, gas prices is gonna rise. They're gonna skyrocket. Groceries. Okay, your daily necessities are gonna the prices are gonna skyrocket, man. Okay, and people are already broke. All right, it said that the average American doesn't have 500 in the savings account, man. Okay, so this place is through. Okay.
And another example of that is you can see what happened in World War II with Germany, man. What Germany do? Germany started just feeding people money. You know what I'm saying? And once they started feeding people money, pretty much, man, that money became good for nothing, man. That hyperinflation set in, and they was using the money for firewood, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep fires going and shit like that, man. So it's the same thing that happened. You know what I'm saying? Hey, there's no new thing under the sun.
Absolutely.
And Spirit, you said Germany because same thing happened with Rome. So this is Esau coming back over and over and over again with that same fucking play. That's not working. You know? So it shows you that if Germany did the same thing, it failed. Rome did the same thing, it failed. America's doing the same thing. How's not gonna fall, man? You know? So that's showing you Esau is a one-trick pony, man.
I got a
I
got a quick one.
Go ahead.
This is Second Esdras 16 and 21.
Hey, that's the spirit. I was holding that too, bro. There you go.
Because at the end of the day, you know, Jacob thinking everything is all cool. They, you know, they getting these stimulus checks and whatnot, but they don't understand that Esau is setting them up for the okie doke, and ultimately it's the Most High that's setting them up.
Because when you keep Jake comfortable, he becomes pacified. You know, he not thinking about the prophecies. He not thinking about this devil coming down with great wrath. He not thinking about the damn COVID tracking system that they got set up. Basically, they coming to slay Jake. You know,
and you saw that within our history because in our history, we pretty much had you had the people speaking up, and then what Esau do? He gave us jobs, man. He gave us jobs.
Jake was good. He was like, cool.
Yeah.
Jake got the stimulus check. Was like, yo, Trump, my nigga.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I dare a nigga to speak out against Trump. I'm Mark.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Go ahead, Doc.
This is Second Esdras chapter 16. Verse 21. I'm gonna get right to the point. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case."
Ooh, that's heavy too because going back to what this universal basic income, man. You know, once these checks, if they really start doing this, Jake gonna think they in a good case. Jake gonna think everything all right. Not knowing that the economy about to crash, Esau about to come down with this chip, and all hell about to break loose.
Absolutely.
You see?
You can tell the way Esau has been pushing this fucking vaccination thing, man. That if you don't take, it's gonna start with the vaccine. If you don't take the vaccine, you're not gonna get that money. You're not gonna be able to get the benefits of what he's bringing you. Because they say it's all sounding good to the point where they want to do this to make you niggas fucking fall in line to do what they say, man.
Absolutely. It's a catch, man.
That's why they said no strings attached, right?
And like you said, that's the only thing niggas hear is no strings.
And you gotta remember who we're dealing with. This devil got a forked tongue, man. You know, if
let me put that. That's heavy. Yeah. Come. Pull that back up. The brother Melech, 23, Psalm 65 and 21, and the reason says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Right, because Esau's going. He has that speech that'll fool you, man. Our people have always fallen for us since he came over here, man.
And then that's part of Esau's DNA, him being cunning, man.
Crafty
and cunning, man. So his words gonna be smooth.
That's part of his sword, man. You know, him being able to speak these smooth words, man. That's part of his sword.
Esau know that. That's why Esau, all he need to do is put on a damn suit and tie, and talk to you in that fucking soft voice, that geeky soft voice, and that shit will mesmerize you, man.
Jacob Milk, especially the nigga woman.
I'm gonna finish it out. It says the words, Psalms 55:21. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, man. You see that? War is constantly in this devil's heart. He wants to slay Jake, man. Okay. It says his words were softer than oil, but it says yet were drawn swords.
Because when Jake, he came over here with the northern kingdom, you know, Gad and the Latin tribes, man. You know, they welcomed Esau with open arms, man. You know, like I said, taught him how to live off the land, taught him how to survive the winter, taught him everything. And then what did he do? He made all these trees, over 500 trees, and broke every last one of them. Now this is the same devil that did this, the same devil that said that he abolished slavery, so you so-called Negroes could go out and live like the so-called white man. And then what did they do? They were still secretly putting y'all on plantation. You got a double punch bowl and whatnot. So they were doing all these things to trap you up and destroy you.
You said you was free.
So how much now? How much more now when he's at the end of his kingdom? He knows that he has but a short time. He knows the Lord is coming. through the NASA feed, you know. So he knows all this is going. So why would he just now try to change his ways, man? When you know, the scripture tell you that that he was made to be the wicked, man.
That's right.
So he's laying a snare for you to destroy you.
Yep.
Georgia Guidestones are in place for a reason, man. Absolutely. Bill Gates is doing what he's doing for a reason, man. You got it.
Right, man. Hey, cause pretty much, man, Jake is in denial, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jake in a strong denial and delusion of the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I got two real quick. This is Jeremiah 4:14. O Jerusalem, wash thine heart from wickedness, that thou mayest be saved. How long shall thy vain thoughts lodge within thee? Right, man. So how long you niggas gonna think this man got your best interest at heart?
Right.
How long you think he's making moves to benefit you? Now, when the when you saw when the government shutdown came in, you niggas ain't had no way to eat. Then he wasn't rushing to open the economy, get the government back open and start feeding you niggas. So how much more now, man?
And to add to that, think of Esau's entire history. Name one thing he's done beneficial for you people, man. Name one.
Oh man,
you can't. You know, because everything that he's done, whether it's the face of goodness, is underlining some secretive plot to destroy you. You go all the way back to the civil rights movement. You go back to affirmative action. You can go into anything that Esau has done, the so-called benefit you Jakes. But when you actually go into the deep crevices of why he did it, it's a destructive meaning behind it, man. Because you got like the civil rights movement, for example. The civil rights movement was the face of it was the so-called bring in so-called black empowerment. But the underliner was to bring in this homosexuality, man. You know, and that's why this movement is so heavy now, man. Because Esau always has a plan to destroy. Like I said, this is a deceptive devil, man. We went back to how his words were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Because it's going back to the serpent, man. The serpent beguiled Eve to give her smooth words, but then he brought sin to the world, man. War has always been in his heart since the beginning, man.
Right. I just wanted to finish this out.
Yeah, finish out. Call it out. Bring it out again.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and 21. Because basically leading up to what's gonna happen to you niggas, man. You know, y'all niggas trusting in Esau, man. It says, behold, this is 2 Ezra 16 and 21. And it reads, behold, victuals shall be so good and cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And that's what's going on, man. Because at the end of the day, Jake, they so busy worried about a fucking stimulus check, they don't see the plagues that the Lord is bringing to this place, man. You know?
They don't see the plagues that the Lord is using Esau to bring it to this place. Because while you got, matter of fact, read the last part again, Bob.
It says, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
And Jake is in a good case because they're about to get all this free money.
It says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth.
Yeah, bad times is coming, man, because you don't understand that, you know, with this whole coronavirus thing being the main story of America, that the government pretty much handed all coronavirus relief over to FEMA. So now the FEMA pretty much telling you
they got the power.
They have the power. Don't listen to what Trump's telling you. We decide what's going on. Go ahead.
It says, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth. Sword, because the main sword they're bringing is what? The vaccination. The mark of the beast. You know? Go ahead. Famine, because Esau is thinning out the food supply, man. You got a meat shortage, man. You got farmers where they can't sell their meat, they can't sell their crops. So it's an all-out war on food, man. To where it's gonna come a time where you people ain't gonna have no food no more. Go ahead. It says a great confusion.
Because nobody's gonna know what the fuck is going on, man. Because Esau is regulating the internet now, man. So where you got it to where it's illegal now to fucking speak on holistic remedies to heal yourself. It's illegal to speak about truth. It's illegal to expose Esau. So everything the Lord is doing is bringing about the famine of the word. It's bringing about the answer to everything, man. You know, but Esau has strategically put it to where you niggas is blinded by this fucking free money, man.
Because Esau know you. Give me that real quick. I want to make that point.
This Sirach chapter
Ecclesiastes.
This is Ecclesiastes in the scriptures. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and 7. It says, "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart."
And a gift destroyeth the heart, man. Okay. When Esau issue out this money, man, this is going to continue to blind Jake. Because it might get to the point where it's like, look, all right, we give you this $2,000 a month. All right, they get rid of the dollar. They like, look, you take this chip, We give you 10,000 a month.
Right.
We give you 5,000 a month. You don't think Jake gonna take that shit?
Yeah, you already know.
You see what I'm saying? So we see in the spirit, Scripture say we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. So Jake, these 2/3 niggas, they gonna fall right in line.
Right. You got niggas willing to take the shit for free.
Right.
So for free, how much more with some money?
Come on,
about 1,000. You offer Jake $500, they gonna do that shit.
Right, and this is all a form of oppression. As we go back to that scripture, Ecclesiastes 7:7, it says, "Oppression make a wise man." See the apparatus out, we those wise men. We can see that spiritually, this is a form of oppression. Why people, as the scripture alludes to say, a gift destroys the heart. That see, people is just seeing this as a gift, and this is the greatest economy, the greatest government in the world.
Yeah, Trump all right. Trump ain't bad.
Exactly.
Right.
But that goes back to them trusting their enemy and trusting Egypt, man.
Right.
And I mean, it's going to destroy you, Jakes, man, because what are you going to do? You're going to get comfortable, man. Yep. Now no one's seeking the Lord. Now everyone's thinking everything's going to be normal again. You know what I'm saying? And going back to that gift, that's going to destroy you goddamn Israelites, man, because this is who it's aimed towards.
Because the perfect example of that, because look, niggas, Trump didn't issue all this money. Jake done forgot about how Esau had Issachar up in them damn them camps.
Locked up in cages and shit.
Locked up in cages, having aluminum foil as covers and stuff. Jake forgot all about that. Now you got these cool ass Mexicans talking about, hey, Trump, he ain't that bad. That's my president.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
They forgot about the wall. He's trying to build a wall a couple months ago, man.
I got a quick one.
I hate niggas, man.
Hey, this is Psalm 62 and verse 10, and it reads, "Trust not in oppression." You see? Hey, and Jake trusts in oppression. Jake think because he got a couple of dollars in his bank, he all right now. All right? It says, "Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them," man. You know, so Jake is, like we said, Jake is being set up for the great okie doke, man. Right. You know?
God, I got appreciate.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish.
Yeah.
They have not known me.
Yeah, that's what we said earlier. Hey, 2/3 of our people are foolish, man. All this shit that's going on in the world right now, and Jake's still not considering the Lord, man. Right. Go ahead.
They are thoughtless children.
Which goes back to being stupid. Yep. These niggas stupid, man. we don't just say that just to be saying it. Hey, the Lord said that, man.
Facts.
Go ahead.
You can see it. It says, they have none understanding.
They have none understanding, man. You know, Jake ain't even questioning, like, when does this ever happen? Right. When did Esau all of a sudden start to be your buddy and take care of you, man? Right. Like, like they said, where they do that at, man?
Yeah, you know? When has this devil ever had your best interest on?
Come on, man.
But see, Jake, they don't understand that Esau is our enemy, man. So now Jake, they so bugged out, they could be actually thinking that the so-called white man, is finally seeing the wickedness that he's been doing, and actually think that this devil is actually on their side. But they don't understand that Esau is our fucking enemy, man. And
then you could tell they're blinded because the Lord sent plenty of examples, man. You see. You just have the incident with the nigga that got shot down on camera. The two niggas that got shot down on camera. And Jake's still gunning for the Esau to be a buddy. Well, he might have been in the wrong. He wasn't racist.
There's always something, right?
Right. Yeah, it says, they are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
No knowledge, man.
Yeah.
Righteousness they have no clue about, man. They want to save their enemy, man.
Exactly.
So when it comes to Esau being exposed, they want to turn a blind eye. But then get on Jake, goddamn, calling it out though, man.
Yeah, Jake will fight tooth and nail for these damn devils, man.
Hey, shalom to you brothers too, man.
Shalom.
Brother Hawad, shalom, brother Sagala, rest of you brothers on the comment board. Hey, Yabba Shema Shah Brakathum. You know?
Hey, Yabba Shema Shah Brakathum.
You got another precept?
Not at the moment.
Okay, so we, like I said, we just touching on various topics because I wanted to touch on also as well the national tracking system. Maybe put that up too, man. Just rolling in the spirit. Let me share my screen again. Bear with us 1 second, Akim.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead.
Because at the end of the day, all of this is prophecy, man.
Right.
2 Esdras 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people words of prophecy.
Right.
And at the end of the day, here it is. You have the men of Yahweh Shema Shah, the Howays and Byways, bringing out prophecy. Bringing out, telling y'all what's going on and what's about to go down, and y'all ain't been hearkening, man. But that's what we're doing when we out there on the highways and byways, man. Bringing out the prophecies that is coming to pass, whether you people see it or not, man.
That's right.
It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth," saith the Lord, which proves that the Lord is actually speaking to us, man.
Right.
So when all of these calamities take place, it's you niggas can't say that y'all haven't been warned, man.
Right.
All right. It says, verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
That's right.
The words are faithful and true. So that's how we know what's about to happen. That's how we know that Esau is setting y'all niggas up for the okie doke.
That's right. That's right. I'm gonna read this precept by the brother Malek 23. He just posted. This is Isaiah 13 and 15, and it reads. It says, "Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Yep.
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword, man." And that's you 2/3 niggas, man.
Right.
All right, you about to be thrust through, man, because you trust in the system, man.
I got it.
You see, you think that things is gonna be all right, man. The scriptures say, matter of fact, let me get that to an Amos. Was it 6 and 1? If somebody can get that.
Amos 6 and 1.
Yep.
Can I bring this out?
Go ahead. Bring that out next.
I'm at Amos 2.
You know, land backing off with the brother with that precept you just read. This is Sirach 15 and 26, and I'm going down to 27.
Yep.
It says, "For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him."
Yep, that's right.
And therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
Right, because he knows that you niggas not gonna listen to the words of the Lord, man.
Yep.
So he's allowing you to get caught up in this snare that Esau is bringing to destroy you.
That's right.
You know, that's why I said the deceiver and the deceiver are his, man.
That's right.
So he's ultimately setting you niggas up, like you said, for the ultimate okie doke, man.
That's right.
Because you Jake are gonna go fight tooth and nail for Esau and his kingdom, man, because y'all can't see nothing else besides America, man.
Yep.
Exactly.
I got that one. Elder,
you still reading?
I got a little bit more.
Go ahead.
I'll make it quick. Verse 27. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 27. And it reads, "For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for the Most High shall not deliver you."
Right. Look what the Lord is doing to the earth right now.
Right.
Hey, food shortages, Jake getting gunned down, disease, so-called COVID, all this madness, man. Vaccines, murder hornets, man. Hey, the Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shah has a controversy with this damn place, man.
Absolutely.
You see?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Doc.
It says, "And ye shall remain in them, for the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him."
He said he's not gonna deliver.
Yeah, that's talking about you wicked ass Israelites, man.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the only ones who technically can sin is you Israelites, man. Because the Lord made a covenant with you Israelites.
That's right.
All right. And that covenant was the law, statutes, and commandments. And you niggas constantly break the law, statutes, and commandments, man.
Don't consider.
And don't consider. You do it on purpose, and you don't fucking consider. So when the Lord brings these plagues, y'all gonna get caught up in it, man. You know.
The precept the elder had called for. This is Amos 6 and 1. It says, "Woe to them that are at ease in Zion."
It says, "Woe to them that are at ease in Zion," man. That's you Israelites, man. Being at ease, being comfortable, being content. Go ahead.
"And trust in the mountain of Samaria, which are named chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came."
Right, and that's talking about America, man.
Right.
Which is likened unto the chief of nations, man. All right, which you tribes over here are still captive here. Over here, man.
Niggas forgot that.
Yeah, but yeah, Jake forgot it, man. You know, Jake want to weigh out. Jake want to, like you said earlier, Jake don't want to deal with all of this stuff that's going on, man. So they need to have relief by, trusting in Egypt. Waiting for America to reopen to go back to life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the only way they know how to function.
Right, for society to go back to normal.
Right.
You know, all of that.
And you saw that. You saw that because what happened in Atlanta, Georgia, man?
Oh yeah.
You had that whole, that's like the pretty much the face of the disease. You got CDC down there, right?
CDC, right.
So you got Georgia was like one of the first places to open back up. And what do you see Jake doing outside the motherfucking mall, lined up for some damn Jordans, man?
Sneakers, man.
You know, some damn sneakers that came out years after years after years.
Right. You can't even go nowhere.
Exactly. Yeah, you doing that to sit in your house and play some Instagram because that's one reason why Jake was so ready for this quarantine to be lifted, man, because they couldn't clout chase being at home, man, because they see their lives was meaningless. So as soon as Esau told them, "Oh, you can go back outside now," hey, Jake lost it, man. You know, I got a precept too.
I got a quick one.
This is Zephaniah 1 and 12, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are set up on their leads. They that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will He do evil. You know, so you got these simple-minded niggas out here that think, hey, just the Lord is just. He's not gonna do nothing, man. You know, hey, this current thing will just pass. We're gonna go back to normal. We're gonna live our lives. We're gonna make this money, and we're gonna fucking do what we do. But the Lord told you that Babylon's not gonna be healed, man. The place has a death note, and we're nearing that time, man. Because we can see it. We can see the writing on the walls, man. We can see that Esau knows he has but a short time. That's why he's doing all this because Operation Warp Speed is not implemented for no reason. Esau knows that his time is limited.
Con, we're gonna touch on that.
Got an expiration date. Man.
Con, get your script, bro.
We're gonna touch on that right quick. Isaiah 2:14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled, man? And that goes back to why are you Israelites spoiled, man? Here it is. You like brothers and apostles and elders bringing out for years who your enemy is, man. But yet, hey, Jake want to be spoiled. They still want to live it up. They want to trust their oppressors, man. And they just want to keep receiving these gifts, man. They don't want to consider who their higher power is, man. Jake they want to make it over here in the society, man. They can't look and see a greater thing than America, man. When we show through the spirit that this place is built off of like scripture saying what Sirach 10:8, Bible Shop brother. I believe that's what it is. It said this kingdom was built off of what? Deceit, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. This kingdom was basically built off of bloodshed and deceit, man.
Right. So, because this is the ultimate form of being of Stockholm syndrome and being a what's the other one?
Homeborn slave, man. You know.
Cognitive dissonance.
Cognitive dissonance.
Because Jake can't see that this man is the devil, man. Like. We always say this shit. We don't know how many times Esau has to show his horns to make people believe he's the devil.
That's why we're gonna get into this, man. Because what you got the COVID, the national COVID tracking system. You got forced removals from homes, man. Okay.
Yeah.
But what's the ultimate form he showed that with? Is who's the face of this shit now, man? Is Jake, man?
Jake, bro.
When they tell you, oh, diabetes, high blood pressure, you know, and that's all Jake because they're doing that on purpose, man. So it's like, yo. What else does this dude have to show you? This is it, man.
Come. Who was holding it? You hold something?
I got that. I had a scripture that Kabal was referencing.
Okay, then you get that, and then we're gonna get into this.
Okay. Just real quick, this is Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. It says, "Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another."
Hey, that kingdom about to be translated to Israel, but
transition of power.
Yeah. Focusing on Esau, man. Look at how they say got the kingdom by what unrighteous dealings and deceit, man. That's Esau all day, man. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, man. You got it, brother.
This is Hosea 8:12. I have written to him great things of my law, but they were counted as a strange thing, right, man? See, the Lord, he done already showed us. He done showed us all these things is coming, man. He done showed us who the devil is, man. How this devil gonna end up, man? You know what I'm saying? What his judgment's gonna be?
How you gonna be?
How you niggas gonna be? You know what I'm saying? The Lord again, the Lord has put his clues out there because we don't hold this secret, man. We push it out into the world, man. So here it is. We push these things out, and y'all niggas count it strange. Like, why would you say that? Well, he gonna give me $2,000. Why
you can't see?
You know what I'm saying? You niggas can't see. You been blinded.
That goes back to the trusting in Babylon, trusting in the system, trusting in Egypt.
That's right.
You see? But you know, just pulling out this article, man. This is from Mediaite.com. It says Trump economic advisor Kevin Hassett says there's no downside to implementing a national coronavirus tracing system. So you brothers that's tuning in, okay, basically they like, look, they're about to push this shit, man. All right, they're gonna make this thing mandatory because in this article too, all right, they've been pushing. They said that men have high levels of enzyme key to the COVID-19 infection. All right, so Esau, he's coming after you, man. He's coming after your DNA. All right, he's coming after you, man. As you just saw in the video we had on the channel, okay, with the forced removals on from home. All right, you had the police basically break into the guy's crib, and it was like, look, you gotta come with us.
Yeah, this is for your well-being.
Yeah, this is for your well-being.
Because they're trying to say, going on with what you got on the screen, they're trying to say that the coronavirus can live in men's testicles, man.
Yeah, that too. In the semen, he coming after sex. They say that you could transfer the COVID-19 through the semen. So hey man, he about to start attacking sex, man. He gonna start regulating. Hey, this dude is a fucking pervert, man, a weirdo, bro.
He want to be like the demolition man.
Yeah, demolition, exactly.
Sex robots and all that.
Yeah. Because who's the main one that got engineered all this shit? It's M. Because you go to Japan, man. They got sex brothels where you can have women getting ate out by machines. You got a
crazy
rod sucking machine. You got sex dolls. So this is all showing you what he's trying to do because Esau wants literally everything to be a technological society, man.
He want full control.
He want full control, man.
That kind of reminds me of that movie. What's the name of that shit? Where I think Blade Runner, and pretty much I don't know if bro's seen it, but they had pretty much this dude, one of the main characters. His wife was a fucking robot, but she was pretty much a robot that but she pretty much was like a hologram, man.
Yo, man.
carry her around and shit. Man, it's just some weird, weirdo.
But they show you that shit. Like it's not a good movie. That reference that too is Ghost in the Shell, man. It's a show and a movie like that. You know?
Give me
everything's all man integrated with machines, man.
Yep. Give me that one in second Ezra 16.
That whole transhumanism type society where he's pushing for it.
Exactly.
That's with the what's called the Internet of Things. You know,
merging man with robots and shit.
Yeah, that's why Esau was pushing this 5G because that's the main power source for this RFID chip, man.
It says, reading on this article, says during the interview, Hassett gave to State of the Union, CNN's Jack Tapper noted that several members of the White House Corona Task Force have placed themselves in self-quarantine after coming in contact with a staffer who tested positive for COVID-19. Tapper remarked that the White House employees enjoy benefits of nonstop testing. It says, but nationwide, we are not seeing the same kind of aggressive surveillance testing and contact tracing that we're seeing in the White House, because right now, all right, as we played in that video, they're actually beginning to hire people to basically start searching people out that so-called that have been exposed to the COVID and all all of that madness, man.
Yeah, and another thing they're doing too is you got robots that they're employing to be able to test and see who has it, who's adhering to the social distancing thing, you know. So Esau was doing all these different methods to pretty much condition our people to get ready for this beast system, man.
Exactly. Give me that real quick. Revelation 12 and 12.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. And it reads, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Yep.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Right, and we just gave you a clear example of that on the channel, man. Okay, the forced removals from your house, man. Okay, you had the interview on Fox News. What's his name? Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
All right. Basically letting you know, look, this is the plans that they're implementing, man.
Right.
That they're getting ready to come down, kicking your door, start separating families. All right. Mandating these vaccinations, and ultimately, which is going to lead to this chip, man.
Right.
You know.
And you had David Icke say that too. That's why they recently just banned him from YouTube, man. You know. They say he was pretty much telling people to get ready for. I always butcher that word. Totalitarian. Yeah, that type of system because. He sees, because he says through the amount of research that he's done, he sees that this is the way the world is headed, man. Because he says the powers that be, which he referred to them, which we know as the 1%, wants to rule the world through a one world, one religion, one currency system, man. That's a new order, man.
That's the same thing these devils been trying to do, man. You know,
going
back to what is it? Antiochus? No, Ptolemy. I get it, man.
I think Antiochus.
I get it real. You know, just
give me that one in second Ezra, the 16th chapter too. Start at verse 70.
All right, second Ezra 16 and 70. It says, "For there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord."
Right, and it's getting into what the martial law, man. Ooh. All right, these troops, everything has been set up, man. Okay.
You gotta get the article. 144 thing.
Oh, yeah. That's beautiful, brother. Keep reading. I'm going to pull it out, too.
It says, I'm going to read over. 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. "For there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord."
That's right.
Hey, can I say this too, Bob? Just for edification's sake, that word insurrection means a violent uprising against an authority or government.
Yeah,
now, bring that back just for edification for Jake's sake. They don't know what insurrection is.
Because you got to know, Esau has been monitoring us and keeping tabs on every brother that not only is going out on the highways and byways that's putting best stuff, and he's also keeping tabs on the ones that's watching, man.
That's right.
You know,
absolutely.
Because everybody that has knowledge of the new world order and is not with the agenda is an enemy of the state.
That's
man.
right.
That's why when he implemented the Patriot Act and made everybody a domestic terrorist, that was the beginning of him coming down upon the people.
That great wrath.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says they should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Go ahead.
It says, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses."
Yeah, so then there's an example of that on the channel, man.
Right.
Okay, of literally these coronavirus cops coming in the house and basically taking the man out of the house, man.
Hey.
And said that he had to go to the hospital for testing or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
For your mental health.
Come on, man.
They received a tip that you weren't well.
Right.
But that goes to show you, if you need an example of that besides the video, is go on Hulu and watch that show or watch that movie called The Oath, man. You know, that shows you exactly what Esau's doing, man. You know, have the police come to your house and forcibly remove you out and take you to wherever they're going to take you.
Right. So how much more when they really start ramping up this this nationwide tracking system, man?
Right.
All right, which the White House already said they fully support that, man.
Yeah. Okay. You gotta remember, what did Trump say in that clip you sent us like a while ago? And he pretty much saying the system. They said we're pretty much
done with the old system.
Yeah, done with the old system. And said we're about to test everybody. They said not everybody's going to pass the test, pretty much.
Yeah.
Roughly paraphrasing.
And then he also said in another interview a while back that this is the calm before the storm.
Right.
He said that.
Right. You know, in the interview, the news person was like, "What do you mean by that?" He was like, "You'll see."
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So this is the shit they talking about, man. We here, man.
Because at the end of the day, the prophet's been telling you people this for the longest, man, beginning with the apostles on down.
Right. And you've been having these different Edomites come out and tell you what they're about to do. You had, the Project Zypher.
I forgot.
But
this was Zypher though. That's the one.
Zypher's the main one, because they said they're gonna have a nationwide blackout. They're gonna come and get you in the middle of the night, take you out of your home, and put you in the concentration camps and kill brothers, man. But that's mainly for the elect.
Right.
You know.
Come on, keep reading.
It was called Pogo.
Yeah, probably Pogo. Yeah. It says, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Mm-hmm.
Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire."
That's right. Keep reading. Keep reading.
So this is the standard. It says, "Hear ye, O my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same."
Right. So, hey, we gotta trust in Yahweh Shema Shah no matter what, man.
That's right.
You know, give me that one in Revelation 2:10 too. Bible Kushah. Real quick. 2 and I think it's 2 and 10. Bible Kushah.
I'm here. Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Fear none of," and this is how my child speaking is written in red. Revelation 2 and 10. It says, "Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison."
Right. This is the beginning stages of all these things coming to pass, man.
Right.
Okay.
You best believe Esau will be locking people up that don't want to take that vaccine, man.
Come on.
Because you got to think that pretty much, like the Elder Kazak said, this is the beginning of you being fully unplugged out the matrix, man. Because you really gonna have to pretty much trust in Yahweh Shema Shah to get day by day, man. Because when Esau pretty much tells you, all right, about the vaccine, you're pretty much cut off from society. That's the beginning. You know, that's the beginning of the bringing the RFID chip.
That's why they said in this news clip I was watching, pretty much like we were speaking on it at camp the other day. The narrative that's being pushed now is that the COVID-19 is being spread because of these anti-vaxxers. You see what I'm saying? Like I said before, people who are anti-vaxxers, that's a large multitude of people that are in that category. You see what I'm saying? So when that narrative is fully pushed, that's what's going to divide America, man. And people are going to be attacked for not being down with the vaccinations, man. You're going to be looked down upon, like some criminal because you don't want to get the fucking vaccine.
See? And you've seen the beginning of that now when you go about your day to day, man. You go to the store without a mask and gloves on. You got people looking at you funny. Like I went to the store the other day, man. I didn't know they had the one-way aisles and stuff, so I don't have a mask or nothing on. And I had this one dude like, yo, you don't see it, all the stuff, they got something. I'm like, yo, I'm not paying. I'm just shopping like a normal. And then niggas looking at me like I'm strange and shit.
Because these people is fully, they fully trust Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they looking at the ones with no mask on as if we're
carrying the virus and shit.
Yeah, like we're carrying the virus. You know what I'm saying? But they just go to show you, man, these people are asleep, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Bring
that back out.
This is the book of Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days,
which is a period of time. Go ahead.
Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life."
Right. So that's the time we coming into, man. Certain brothers might be martyrs in this thing, man, but the Lord said, "Be faithful unto death, and you shall receive a crown of life," man.
Right. He told us not to fear, because even if that is the lot for us to take, He's gonna put the spirit on us and not even fear that, man.
That's right.
You know, but I got a precept for you.
Go ahead. I'm gonna put that article 2 out right quick too. Once you finish that.
This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
That's it. So, hey, the Lord gonna lift up a standard in that day, man. All right.
And as the brother Michael Olive beautifully broke down, that standard, you know, is pretty much going into an exit. You know, which exit might be, you know, spiritual power or whatever.
A way to escape.
A way to escape. That's the end. The end all be all is the Lord's going to provide a way to escape for you. Because I can tell you, what's that? 2 Corinthians. Somebody can put that real quick too. Talk about he's not going to put more on you than you can bear.
Okay, I got a quick one real quick.
Go ahead.
The land back off the priest, I'm one. Psalms 34:7. You know, one of my favorite scriptures. It says, "The angel of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, encampeth round about them and fear them."
That's right.
And delivereth them, man.
That's right.
So at the end of the day, it ain't nothing to be afraid of, man. You know, that's why the Lord is constantly saying, "Fear not," because He says that our faith is going to be tested. We're going to be tried. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if we're doing what the Lord tells us to do, and if we you know, have that true faith and belief, hey, we're gonna be all right, man. The Lord is gonna guide us, protect us, man.
God, I got a quick one. I got a quick one for you too to add on. All right, this is Psalms 91.
Yep.
I was thinking about that. You got it. You got it. All right. This
I was just thinking about that.
Me too. When we set the place 91:10. Right?
This is Psalms 91, and I'm gonna start at 9.
Yep.
Psalms 91 and 9, and it reads, "Because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling."
And that's the main reason why you don't see brothers bugging out over this whole coronavirus thing. You ain't seeing us walk around with no mask, gloves on. You ain't seeing us rushing to go get tested for the coronavirus, because we know the Lord's gonna protect us from these plagues, man.
God, it says, verse 11, the point, it says, "For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways."
Right, and just like the brother brought out in Psalms 34?
34.
Yeah, so the angels is protecting us, man.
Absolutely.
You know, so the Lord is not going to allow anything to come upon us that he didn't ordain, man. But like I say, even if that was the case, which, I mean, it hadn't been, you know, but if the case was, well, brother was contracted coronavirus, all right, that'll just be another testimony to show his power to overcome it.
Absolutely.
Man. So everything is in the Lord's will.
The apostles said they had caught the H1N1, and they said the Lord brought them through that, man.
See,
you know what I'm saying? Man? So and Apostle Dar, he said he was saying that was the only time that something kept him from going to the highways and byways.
See?
Man. He was like, that shit was serious, man. But at the end of the day, look at him now. They still out.
He's still here.
So the Lord pulled him through that, man. So at the end of the day, we ain't worried about no fucking COVID-19, no murder hornets, or none of this other bullshit, man.
You know, he will protect us through everything.
I got one more.
I just want to say, like as the others was bringing out, man, that word refuge, man, it goes into making the Lord our shelter and our trust, man.
Right.
It says that the ones made the Lord their refuge, the ones that trusted in Yahweh Shema Shai, pursuant to what Psalms 118 and 8, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's better to trust in the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai than men, because sincere men, the Lord is our refuge, so we put full trust in the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
And that begins with the name, because that scripture tells you the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous running into it.
And also it says from that word refuge goes into from rain or storm or from danger, man.
Yeah.
So the Lord protect his men from that danger.
And the storm is coming.
Right.
Yeah.
The storm is coming.
And then he said he's going to make a man like a covert from the storm.
Well, Trump said the storm was coming. He said it out of
He did.
He said it before the storm.
This the storm. This COVID tracking, all this shit, man. This the force remover from homes, all of that, right?
Matter of fact, Buckshot, real quick. What did you say at camp about, you know, the CARE Act or something?
Oh yeah, the CARE Act, which the CARE Act is basically goes back to the Corona aid bill, which basically was established back in January 2019. So Congress and these devils have been prepared for this COVID-19 pandemic. So it's basically it's a plandemic.
Yeah,
all right.
Pandemic.
It was all set up, man.
But
Jay can't see that, man.
Come on, man.
I got a quick one, real quick. All right, this is just to add on to the protection of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, this is Psalms chapter 5, verse 12, and it reads, it says, "For thou, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, will bless the righteous. With favor wilt thou compass him as with a shield." You see that? So Yahweh Shem Shai is going to be our protection, man.
That's right.
And that's our faith, you know. But you know, bringing up this article here that the brother mentioned, all right, because this Esau not slick, man. All right, we just want to edify the spirit with this one. But you got this this act or whatever, this bill called the Section 144.
No coincidence.
Yeah, no coincidence. All right, it says the Section 144 of the Criminal Procedure Code, CRPC of 1973. I'm gonna read a little bit of it, and brothers can grab some scriptures. But it just pay attention to this. It says Section 144 has been used in the past to impose restrictions as means to prevent protests that can lead to unrest or riots. It was introduced in 1861. All right, jumping down. All right, it says the imposition section 144 authorizes the executive magistrate of any state or territory to issue an order to prohibit the assembly of 4 or more people in an area. Okay, it says according to the law, every member of such unlawful assembly can be booked for engaging in rioting, man. So, hey, come on, man. The brothers set up, you know what I'm saying? The brothers out there teaching, you know, that's why they already try to say that you gotta be 6 feet apart. Right. You know, you can't have that many people around you or whatnot. Going down, just hitting a couple of bullet points here. All right, it says other activities restricted under the Section 144 and punishment. It restricts carrying any sort of weapon in that area where it has been imposed, and people can be detained for violating it. It says the maximum punishment for such an act is 3 years. Okay. Wow. It says according to the order under this section, there shall no movement of public and all educational institutions shall remain closed, and there will be a complete bar on any kind of public meetings or rallies during the period of operation of this order, man. So they're basically stopping for people from gathering up, man.
Right. I got a precept.
Go ahead. I'll bring it out.
Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Right. There you go.
Right. And that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
Right. So these are unrighteous decrees, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It says, reading on, it says, moreover, obstructing law enforcement agencies from dispersing any unlawful assembly is a punishable offense. It says Section 144 also empowers the authorities to block internet access, and that's coming too.
Right.
That's the family of the word.
Family of the word. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
And like we said, it's not a coincidence that this is titled Section 144. Man.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
Because you gotta remember, Trump made that speech where pretty much he said, we're at war with an invisible enemy. Yep. And I forgot the exact words he said, but he mentioned 144 in that speech.
Oh yeah, he did.
Right. And then he talked about the prophets of doom.
Yeah, the prophets of doom.
So this is no coincidence that this comes out now, man.
Come on, man. These devils. Hey, man, look, these devils know, man.
They not slick, man.
They were wiser than Daniel, man.
Come on, man.
These devils know what time it is, man.
Come on, man.
They try to play that role like they don't know what's going on, man. But hey, at the end of the day, they the serpent, man.
That's the serpent, man.
So under this act right here, that means Jake can't be goddamn doing no protesting in the nutshell.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So all them Jakes that's gathering up want to be doing protesting. Esau can come out with this Section 144 and go back to the water holes and dogs back on y'all nigga days.
Right.
That man that goes at the prophets on the highways and byways.
That's what I'm about to say.
Exactly.
They can easily come out and say that we're inciting rioting by bringing out the word, man.
Exactly.
Because as we know, that these scriptures, it has to tell you in Hebrew 4:12 that it pierces the spirit.
Sharpen a two-edged sword.
It's sharpened two-edged sword that it can incite civil unrest pretty much. So they want us off the streets, man.
That's it.
Like you said, we gotta get the prophets of doom on the highways.
Yep.
Gone.
You know what time it is, man.
Give me that one and we just hitting certain points, but also as well, you got you got these celebrities, all right, basically people of influence that are all crying out against the mark of the beast, man. And that's the time we in too. I wanted to touch on that because what was the guy name that you put us on?
Willie D.
Willie D, man. We're speaking about that. Who else? You had Joe. What's his name? Joe Rogan.
And was it Donnell Rollins?
Oh yeah, Donnell Rollins. So everybody is becoming hip to what the mark of the beast is. It's no longer a secret, man. Okay, but you still have the ignorant ones of our people that won't accept the fact that, hey, this is the microchip, the mark of the beast, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Luke 8:17. Nothing is secret and shall not be made manifest.
Come on, man.
Neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
Right. So the point is that the cat is out the bag, man.
Absolutely.
Okay. We're in the time of this new digital currency being implemented all around the world. Okay. And which is the mark of the beast. Over there in China, there was a video that came out maybe about a month or so. Yep. They showed these two Moabites basically scanning their hand when they was scanning their wrists as they were making a payment, showing them that they had the chip. Yeah. Right. And you have all this media propaganda, all the stuff that they have on NBC News, everything showing people having the chip that's going to be the new way of life, the new way of buying and selling. And
then on top of that, too, you had in Sweden, which was like the main source where they got the chip already implemented. They was talking about how the coronavirus never really hit them like that because they already had the chip in place to, go ahead and regulate all that. But, going back into that script, Luke 8:17 says, "For nothing is secret and shall not be made manifest." Now, when you go into that word manifest, it means clear or obvious to the eye or mind.
Yep.
To display or show a quality of feeling of, well, the main part is to be clear or obvious to the state or to the eye or mind. So we seeing everything that Esau was doing, man. So the Lord pretty much has uncovered every rock, man. So there's nothing left to the imagination. There's nothing left to wonder about what this devil's doing because we see it for what it really is, man, which is him about to implement this new order because he knows he's about to go out of power, man.
Yep, yeah, the dollar is finished, and this is what's next. Go ahead.
I got a quick one, just to land back off pre-somber one.
Second
Esdras chapter 9 verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Yeah, the end is manifest. We see, like I said, Esau's through, man. America's finished. Israel's rising, and Yahweh Shah is coming back to bring the kingdom of heaven to earth.
Right. Matter of fact, verse 6. Since you said that, this is 2 Esdras 9:6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs.
Right, plain beginnings and endings, man, because he wrote from the beginning. It was that reverse how you said the word? Chronologically. America's ending was written in the beginning, before America was even thought of, man. It was written, man. Like I said, it was written, man.
And then you got these niggas trying to pretty much offset prophecies. You got these devils trying to offset prophecies and things like that. But it was already written.
Right.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Played out.
Hey, like the scriptures say, though these prophecies tarry, wait for it because it shall surely come, and it shall not lie, man.
Anybody that's coming against it is pretty much kicking against the pricks, man.
That's it, man.
It's inevitable, man.
Was it Acts 5:30? Can you get that real quick? Acts 5:38. Because there's nothing you can do to try to fight against it, man. Because you 2/3, you're dumb because in the end you don't want to worship the Lord, but in the end you're gonna worship the Lord because the Lord's gonna kill you and bring you back in the kingdom. What you gonna do? You're gonna worship the Lord. Esau, you don't want to go down. You're fighting against the Lord. The Lord's gonna come destroy you, and you're gonna go down. So there's nothing you can do, man.
You can't stop it, man.
Go ahead.
Acts 5:38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone.
Yeah, leave us alone, man. Because there's nothing you can do to stop the word of the Lord from coming out, man.
Nope.
Because this is not our show. This is not your show. This is the Most High Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah show, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
For if this counsel of this work be of men, it will come to naught.
If this work will be of men, it will come to naught, man. Because Esau has gotten so puffed up in his pride where he's seen every movement that Jake has came up with to try to offset his rule. He's infiltrated. He infiltrated the Black Panthers. He infiltrated the Black Wall Street. He's done everything he can to destroy anything we came up against. But this is why he's so up in arms about it, because everything he's tried. He's got these alphabet groups. Man. He's got IUIC. He's got ISPK. He's got HOY. He's got all these other groups out here that try to come against the word with the false doctrines. And yet, this truth is still flourishing, still doing what it does because it's the spirit of the Lord. So there's nothing you can do to stop it, man.
Right, they can't stop it. Like that song Shaq had back.
You can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain, man. These missiles gonna drop, man.
Hey, the scriptures reign supreme, man. Right. That's it.
Come on, man.
Hey, we'll end it out with this. Give me 1 Thessalonians 5, and we'll read on down on that.
Okay. 5 and. Start from the top.
Yeah. We just roll in the spirit, but just make that point.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. And it reads, But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right, and we know Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai is close, man, by the signs that he's given us. All right, according to what? 2 Esdras, the 9th chapter.
Yep.
It said, measure the time diligently and within itself.
Yep.
Okay, so we see all these things going. We see Jake get lulled back to sleep. Okay, we're seeing diseases pop up. We're seeing You know, the love of many wax cold.
Absolutely.
You know, we're seeing the society break down from the inside out. Okay, so the Lord is giving us those signs that He's coming back quickly, man.
Yep.
Right.
All right, keep going.
Verse 3. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety.
Right, and you know the peace and safety is going to come.
Yeah.
Part of what we brought out earlier, dealing with the what you call it, the universal basic income, man.
Right.
That's a form of peace and safety, man.
Yep.
Which Jake is going to drown in that shit, man.
Jake already scared about how they gonna make ends meet, how they gonna live every day, because you got a lot of people that don't work so-called quote unquote essential jobs, so they're out of work, man. You know, the unemployment has rose exponentially since all this coronavirus, man. So that's the perfect lullaby for Jake.
Jake got a lot of kids, can't feed. He don't know how he gonna feed his kids. Like the chick that the elder posted in the video, she was crying, "How am I gonna feed my kids?" Yeah. Hey, a lot of you Jake's gonna be in that situation, man. But as we were reading, that peace and safety, man, is what's going which is going to basically catch you off guard, so to speak. You know, put you back to sleep.
Because Esau like to use that term, pressure from above and pressure from below. Man. You know, it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then," this is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape."
Right, and that sudden destruction is going to be what? The crashing of this economy, the forced implementation of the chip, okay, martial law, civil unrest, sedition of men, you know, basically straight up calamity, man.
Right.
You know, and the scripture said they should not escape, man, because 2/3 are going to get put to death, man.
Right.
You know, keep going out.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5:4. It says, "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief."
Right. So the men of the Lord, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we not in darkness, which that word darkness goes back to ignorance and wickedness, man.
Right.
All right, because we see what's going on, man.
Right.
Okay, keep going.
Verse 5. Ye are all the children of light.
The children of light, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man.
Right.
Okay, that light representing Yahushai, the wisdom of Yahushai through these scriptures, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness.
Keep going.
Verse 6. Therefore, let us not sleep.
Yeah, therefore, let us not sleep, man.
Right.
All right, it's not talking about actually physically sleeping. It's talking about being blinded, man.
Right.
Okay, not being oblivious to what's happening, man.
Right.
Actually being quote unquote woke.
Right.
Jake, I love to say that shit.
Yeah, Jake. Yeah.
Sleep as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Let your third eye be open.
Right.
Like these niggas like to say.
Be in the spirit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? Keep going.
It says,
and another thing, the elect are the only ones that's truly woke.
Right.
All right. The men of the Lord are the ones that are truly conscious, man. Okay, keep going.
Yep. Just like, you know, in the Matrix, when Morpheus was talking to Neo, and he was pretty much talking about the majority of the people. He was like, yo, they ain't ready to basically come into the light. He was like, they ain't ready to be unplugged. And that's really symbolic for you wicked ass niggas and you 2/3 out there, man. Y'all ain't ready to be awoken, man. It will bring the truth out and all that. Y'all are some of our main scoffers, man.
Exactly.
Spirit, though, because the Matrix is in the scriptures, man. They tell you that. That's in the Exodus, man.
Absolutely.
The womb. Go ahead.
And there was a lot of references. I just watched the Matrix last night, so it was a lot of references for the scriptures.
Definitely.
Man. But this is continuing on. 1 Thessalonians 5:6. Therefore, let us not sleep, as do others.
As do others, man. Hey, the majority of our people are asleep. All right. It said, as do others. Keep going.
It says, but let us watch and be sober.
But let us watch and be sober, man. Being watchful, being vigilant. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And, you know, just to land back off that, where it says, watch and be sober, pretty much because, you know, we're not caught up in that strange wine that Esau likes to push out, man.
Exactly.
We're sober-minded, man.
Exactly.
You know, 1 Thessalonians 5:7. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
Yep.
Verse 8. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love. And for an helmet, the hope of salvation.
Right, going back to what? Putting on that whole armor, like it tells you in Ephesians the 6th chapter, man.
Right. That's right.
So that you be able to fight the wiles of the devil, man, to withstand the fiery darts of the devil, man.
Right.
Okay, because Esau, he coming with all types of shit, man.
Like you said,
all right.
You always say, man, he's coming with the full workings of Satan. Man.
That's it.
You know? Pretty much everything that Esau wanted to bring out, everything that he's been conjuring up in these laboratories and, you know, working with this technology with the robots.
His witchcraft,
all of these weapons. He going to break all that shit out.
Yeah.
Man. This is the last hurrah, man.
You got to remember, hey, the Most High is allowing Esau to fully bring out the full power of the left hand.
Right.
But alongside with the left hand, Lord's about to fully bring out the full power of the right hand.
Yep, that's right.
He's about to truly show all his counsel. I got to appreciate
man.
Finish.
check. Read down to 11.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to appreciate when you finish that.
1 Thessalonians 5:9. For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua.
Yeah, because the Lord said that Jacob was not going to be consumed, man.
Right.
So he's going to leave a remnant. Now 2/3, 66.6 of Israel is going to be eradicated.
Right.
But he's not going to fully consume Jacob, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Talking about that small remnant.
That's why he said he not appointed us to wrath.
Exactly.
That meaning that there's going to be other people that's going to be appointed to wrath.
Yeah, because when you read the second Esdras, it tells you that 2/3 of our people were born in vain, pretty much.
Right.
You know.
Yep. And he kept the grape of his cluster, going back to the elect.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Also, Amos Most I say he would not utterly destroy the house of roughly paraphrasing the house of Jacob, man. House of Israel.
Hey, first, what is it? Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will yet choose Israel. But he's talking about the elect.
The elect, man. This is all who this is all about. It's the elect. The elect of righteousness versus the elect of wickedness, which is the elites, man.
Absolutely. You know? The perfect story of good versus evil.
That's it.
Yep.
1 Thessalonians 5:10. Who died for us? That whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him.
That's right.
Yahushua, man.
Yep.
Yahushua died for the blood of the elect first. All Israel in total, but only for the elect first, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. It says, wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do.
Right. That's the point of us pushing his word, to edify the body of Yahweh Shema Shai, to feed the sheep, man, with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
It said the comfort, right?
Right.
I
will read it. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:11.
Yep.
It says, wherefore comfort yourselves together.
Yeah, comfort yourselves together, man, because this is needed. Because as the whole world, the majority of the world is waking up to the fact that we're entering into the end of the world. So when they hear this, they thinking that there's no hope for the world, man.
Right.
But we have hope, though, man.
Come on, let me add on to that.
Hey, that's heavy.
This is John 14:26, and it reads, it says, the Comforter, which the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, which is Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
Okay. And we have comfort through these scriptures because
right.
Yahweh Shai is the embodiment of the word, man. Okay. It says, he shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance whatsoever I have said unto you. Verse 27, the point for you, it says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid.
Yeah, that's why I believe it's in John where he said, he come rest with us, come rest with him, because he gave us a peace of mind to be able to withstand. That's why Isaiah 33:6, that wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time. We're not going to bug out because we know as long as we do what the Lord tells us to do, man, He's going to provide a way for us to escape all this, man. That's it. That's the main goal of all this. That's why they don't want us out here, because they want Jake in that hopeless state of mind to make them take the chip. Yeah, they know, well, we're gonna die anyway, so why not just go ahead and take the shit?
Right.
But nah, man, the Lord said He's gonna provide for us, man.
Right. That's why the scripture said that He had 7,000 men reserved,
right,
that weren't going to bow to the image of Baal, man, which today would be accepting the mark of the beast.
Yeah. Because Esau want Jake to stay in that state of hopelessness, man.
Right.
They don't want Jake to have any hope. That's why they always, any type of uprising, they try to dead that shit, man.
Right. And then he gives us examples like the Maccabees brothers and the mother, the elderly. I believe that was Eleazar, and Second Maccabees 6. So he gave us all examples to show it was always those men that stood firmly for the Lord that never folded, man.
Wow.
But this is the last one if anybody else has.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Isaiah 46:9. It's from the brother Righteous Indignation. Isaiah 46:9. Remember the former things of old, for I am Yahweh Shema Shai, and there is none else. I am Yahweh Shema Shai, and there is none like me.
That's right.
Declaring the end from a shot, brother.
I really want to go to sleep.
Let me log that out. Hold on real quick.
Take a shot, man.
Hold on one second. Let me log out.
They can make brother sleep.
This was your cup?
Oh, yeah, hey.
Hey, Shalom. Hey man, but Lord, when that lesson was edifying, man, the computer was acting up, man. We're gonna close it out by saying, All right, double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring. Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, heavy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
God.